Good morning and thanks for tuning in. Well, this is my day 2 in Poland on my Euro Tour 2025. Just left the accommodation, which I booked for 2 nights, so I'll be going back there again tonight. But today I'm riding with my new mascot, which I just obtained in Germany, and it's a little donkey which I couldn't resist, and the donkey has been called Ivy, and some friends of mine have a couple of daughters and friends I stayed with in Germany, so they have given her the name Ivy. Growing up is overrated. So I found another point of interest on Atlas Obscura, and that's where I'm heading. 144 kilometres to go. Well, it's a promising start to the day, especially after yesterday, my first day in Poland. It just rained and rained and rained. I thought, what a welcome. Anyway, it didn't stop me enjoying myself actually, either way. But here, look at this, beautiful. Although the forecast, if I look at the long-term 10-day forecast for Poland, it's very grey and gloomy, damp looking. I left the beautiful sunny Algarve to come here. Anyway, here I am. So far on this trip, most of the distances I'm covering using the TomTom I've set to fastest roads, avoiding motorways and avoiding toll roads and avoiding dirt roads, because it's a road trip but I have distances to cover and I'm not chosen winding roads, because when I have, it was going to take forever to get where I'm going. So I'm on the bigger roads, which is fine because this bike does it well. Quite happy to take the major roads on a bike like this. It's the thing with this bike, we're doing 5,000 RPM and around about 100 kph on and off. Quite happily sitting there. Engine feels very comfortable. I certainly feel comfortable. So if you want to do distances on big roads, the bike's very capable of it. Well, I was getting a bit fed up with that big long dual carriageway road. Long and straight, so I changed it to winding roads, but it says can't avoid unpaved roads, so let's see where we end up. It's going to take another hour, 2 hours instead of 1. What else am I doing with my time? Exactly winding, but better than being on that big dual carriage or highway. So rather than driving on the dual carriageway, I've chosen winding roads, which is turning out to be a big road right next to the dual carriageway. And now I get it. Well, this is the thing with selecting winding roads. It takes you into the towns and cities and finds the most winding way. I've just realised why it'll take twice as long. I was hoping for nice country winding roads. So I've stopped and reset it to fastest route now. Tram lines, oh my goodness. Well, I've never been to Poland before and I didn't know what to expect. I knew nothing of it really. so far it is like any other modern European country. I mean, some years ago in the UK, Polish guys or people used to come over and work because they got better pay, and they did work. They have a good reputation for doing a good job and working hard. I think a lot of that changed since Brexit, but from what I see, there's good standard of infrastructure, good roads, so I really don't know the underlying state of the economy or anything. It's not for me to comment on that, really. Well, if we have to take this road, then so be it, but let's get some speed up. Bunkry Ostwall. That's where I'm going. This is the point of interest on Atlas Obscura, the Eastwall Bunker. Well, these are the GPS coordinates I typed in straight off Atlas Obscura. Oh, Bunker King, Bunkier King. So, this is it. It says another 6 kilometres further on, but this isn't it then. Where is it? Parking. There is a museum. Let's go here and have a look. So this is part of the East Wall fortifications built by the Third Reich during World War II. In fact, it started in 1933, believe it or not, and it fell into different occupations. Germans started it, and the Russians invaded and took it over. Then it was handed back to the Polish after the Second World War. I can hear voices inside, and there are people inside being given a guided tour. There's the museum building. It's only quite small, and it is free entry. It's free to walk around here. But it's very interesting because it gives a full written history in English, German, and Polish. Well, that was nice. That guy in the green t-shirt, you can just see him walking away. He just walked past me, and that's his bike, this Harley, look. And he's just saw the number plate, and he doesn't speak any English, but he was like shaking hands and just saying, you know, something in Polish. I'm thinking Portuguese for a moment. Hang on, this is heavy, pushing this thing back uphill on these concrete blocks. Anyway, that's better. Yeah, biker's code. I think he was wishing me a safe journey and welcome him to Poland. I imagine. I can only imagine. But it was a nice smile and a friendly greeting. So I'm just going to pop down here a little bit. Well, this is the way home anyway. And, see if we can see any more of these bunkers. It's supposed to be further down, but the GPS is sending me this way anyway, so that's good. Somehow today Poland seems a lot nicer than yesterday, because it was just pissing down with rain all day yesterday. The difference the sun makes. So more bunkers. Really interesting fact about the bunker system now is that 30% of it has been reserved for bats. They found bats were starting to live there, so they've made it a nature reserve for bats. Oh, wonderful when something was used for war has now become a nature reserve. Another place. I'm narrating here because I made a mistake with my GoPro settings. I thought I'd been talking as I was riding along. Anyway, it was an interesting visit. I did enjoy it. Wasn't the most exciting motorcycle ride. I did find some nice scenic parts on the way. As far as going underground, I just decided not to bother this time. I have seen some of these things before underneath, and I'm amazed at the scale of the infrastructure and the construction and how deep it goes underground. It's that in itself I find quite fascinating. Anyway, it's a part of the history of Poland and the world, so worth a visit. Anyway, thank you for watching, and may you all live long and ride on.